Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Derek Gordon, aka DG. Mask on. As you can see from the title, this is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people, and a lot of people who I know personally, and I feel that this is the perfect time for me to share this with everyone. And the reason why I am because over the past couple years, I've received a lot of messages on social media, just people asking me questions, the steps that I took, and how was it when I told my mom and dad and things like that. But I also want to say this: I'm not making this video to try to force or get people to come out. I'm just giving you guys my advice and the things that I did. Because it's always, I love helping people, so I want to be able to help as many people as I can. But I'm not that guy that will force or pressure someone to come out, because at the end of the day, that's all timing for that person and when that person is ready. Now, for this video as well, it's going to be raw footage. I'm not editing this video whatsoever. I feel with a topic like this, I don't want to edit this video. Just like I said, I want it to be raw. So let's get right into it, shall we? Oh boy. So coming out to my parents, let's start from the beginning. When I started to notice, this is something that I would edit, but just like I said, I'm not gonna edit any of it. This is raw, uncut footage. So for me, where it all started, I didn't have anybody to talk to back then. I didn't have anyone to talk to, and this was when I was at University of Massachusetts. I didn't have anyone to talk to about it, and don't cry. You're struggling in this. Don't cry. This was years ago. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have anyone that I can share this information with. And what really hit home for me, I still remember I was in a dorm room on the phone with my mother, and I could tell my mom everything. I'm very close to my mom. And she would always ask me every time we got off the phone, is everything okay? Is everything all right? And I'll always tell her, yes, everything is fine. You have nothing to worry about. And you have nothing to worry about. And I was lying. I was honestly lying to her. And after I got off the phone with her, I can honestly say, and I'm not ashamed of admitting it, I'd had suicidal thoughts. No one knew about it. I didn't have anyone I can talk to, and no one. So I know how that feels when people get to that point, because I've been there. I have, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's part of my past. It's part of me, But what I would recommend and what I would say is don't do it. It's not worth it at all. Trust me. Everyone was put on this earth for a purpose. Everyone. And don't let anyone else tell you any different. No one. You are special. Always remember that. Every single one of you are special. Always remember that. Never forget that. So what I would say is find at least one person who you can tell. Just one person you can trust. Just one person. Younger, older, whoever. Best. Anyone who you can trust, tell them. Because when I was in school, and I'm still very good friends with the guy. His name is Ryan Bidoff. He's a very good friend of mine. He was the very first person that I told. And I didn't know how his response was going to be. So I Skyped him, did a video Skype with him. And I didn't do the video. I ended the call because I was so nervous. I was literally shaking. Anyone who anyone who has been in that position of telling someone that they're gay, getting ready to tell someone that they're gay, you're going to be shaken. At least for me, I was shaken. I couldn't help it. Because it's like you don't know how that person's going to react, you know? And I typed it to him. So after I ended the video call, I typed it to him. And I told him, you know, basically I was gay. And his response, he don't know it, but his response was one of the reasons I'm probably still alive, to be honest. Because if he would have responded a different way, I would have gone deeper into the closet and who knows what would have happened. But his response was incredible. He said he didn't care and it's not going to change anything between me and him and our relationship, and that he's proud of me for telling him. And hearing that, when I say it was such a huge relief off of my shoulders, it was a huge relief. So that's like, please, I beg you, anyone who's out there struggling with their sexuality and coming out, trust me, any of your life is not worth it. Find someone, whether it's a school counselor, whoever, someone that you can talk to and you know that you will be able to trust. Because I'm telling you, when you tell that one person, it is such a huge relief off your shoulders. Just that one person. For me, it was incredible. I'm truly grateful and thankful that me telling him and him responding the way that he did, I'm glad it was him. I'm glad looking back at it. So for me, moving forward, I told one other person, he was actually my middle school teacher. I'm not going to give his name away, but he was actually a middle school teacher of mine. And this is how crazy it was. This is how I'm going deep into it. So if you guys don't know, I played basketball, and I told you I came out. I'm the first openly gay college basketball player in 2014. So I went to 3 different schools. The first school was Western Kentucky. The second school was University of Massachusetts Amherst, and the third school was Seton Hall. So when I was transferring from when I was transferring actually from Western Kentucky University to UMass, I was going on official visit. So I was on a official visit to St. Joe's. And on that visit, I was, with some of the teammates there, some of the guys there, and I went into another room and I got on the phone with another friend of mine, my middle school teacher, and I told him, I don't know, for some reason I just felt, and like I said, this was someone who I could trust, and I just felt, confident. And his response was the same way. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's going to respond the same way, because everyone's different. Everyone's different, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Everyone is definitely different. So when I came out to my parents, this is how I did it. I was at school, UMass, had a friend of mine, Anthony Nicodemo, drive me home from UMass to New Jersey. My parents had no idea what was coming at all. But one thing that gave me confidence in myself was that I told myself that, you know what, at the end of the day, my happiness is more important than anything. And it really is. And you have to include friends, family, you have to include them. If they can't accept you for who you are, you don't need to be around them. Because by all means, I lost a lot of so-called friends, or who I thought were my friends. You really weren't, but I've gained so many more. So don't worry about that. You lose friends or whatever. Fam, trust me. You are loved. Trust me. You are. So even this is a big deal. I'm telling my parents, like telling my two friends, this is different. So, so literally, I walk in and my father's upstairs. My mom is downstairs. She's watching TV. And I remember like it was yesterday. We were watching the NCAA tournament and Kentucky was playing. I don't know who they were playing, but they were playing. And they cut to a commercial break. And that's when I muted the TV. And I told my mom, I got to tell you something. And she said, what? And my hands aren't shaking, but my leg is shaking. And then I start doing this with my hands because I said, this is your parents. You know, you don't know how your parents are going to react. So I told her, I said, you know what? Why don't you just start guessing? And, you know, if you get it right, maybe I'll say yes to it. I don't know what made me say that whatsoever. I don't know. So she said, did you get into a fight at school? I said, no. She said, are you leaving school? I said, no. She said, did you get a girl pregnant? I said, no, that is way off base. That is way off base. And then she said, she hit right on the money. The next one, are you gay? And it took me about 10 seconds to respond. Because when she said, are you gay? When she asked me, are you gay? My heart started pounding. And I said, yes. What she did, she just kind of leaned back. She just leaned back. And her eyes were just, like she just leaned. It was almost like a shocking look. And then she turned her head. And then she did this. And then it almost looked like she was getting ready to start crying. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, don't cry, because then I'm going to start crying. And she said, you know, I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because I'm happy for you. And I was not expecting that at all. And she said, I always knew. And you know, like they always say, you know, mothers always know. She said she always knew. Sorry, give me a second. I love my mom so much for that. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Get it together, Derek. Get it together. I told you I'm not editing this video. I'm not. This is raw. Sorry, it just hit me because just not just talking about it, but also visualizing it and exactly what happened. Yeah. So I hugged my mom after that, and my father, he still had no idea. So I told my mom, so I said, oh, check mark right off the book. Got that out the way. Now it's time for my father. Now it's time for my father. So, yeah. That was tough. So I told my father, we are in a great place now. We are in a great place now. And this is what, remember what I said at the beginning, some people react differently. Well, here's one of those situations. Anytime you tell someone, just a side note, anytime you tell someone that you're gay, don't expect for them to react right away the way you want them to, because sometimes it takes time for people to register exactly what you just told them. You just have to respect how they react, and if they come around, they come around. If not, so be it. So my father came downstairs because, I don't know, it was just one of the perfect timing, I guess. He just happened to be coming downstairs right after I told my mother. And he said, what's going on? Because he saw me and my mom hugging, and I said, Dad, I just want to let you know that I'm gay. As soon as I said that, he just went right back upstairs. He didn't say a word. So Dad, if you're watching this video, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, but I love you. And we're in a way better place. This was years ago. So, but yeah, it took him some time to register what I just told him. And that's okay, because eventually he came around, and I'm not saying that every parent is like that, because everyone's different. But you have to know that you have a purpose on this earth. Don't let anyone take that away from you. No one. Yeah, I was getting teased and hazed a little bit when my teammates sort of found out. And they were calling me names and all of that, but that's a whole nother story. Don't let anyone, words are just words. Words are just words. Always remember that. You are a lot stronger than you think. Trust me. I've been down in that cave, wanting to run away, wanting to end my life. I've been there. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to just be helpless and not have anyone to talk to. I know how that feels. But trust me, you are loved. And you have a purpose on this earth. Never let anyone take that away from you. So, yeah, a couple weeks later, my father came around and everything was fine. I said that. Now, I never had conversations back and forth with my father as far as, as far as boyfriend conversations, but he respects it well enough, and that's fine with that. I'm okay with that. I'm to the point in my life right now, as long as you respect me, I respect you. But if anyone tries to disrespect you, then they don't need to be in your life, or try to judge you based on your sexuality. They don't need to be in your life. So, sorry. I know this video was kind of long. But I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. I absolutely been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm glad. I hope this video helps anyone who's in need. Just like I said, I'm the type of person I know this is a gaming channel, but I also said in my intro video that I'll also will be making videos about my life and who I am, and, letting you guys in on my life and, some of the things that I went through in the past, etc. And if there's anything specific that you guys want me to talk about, you can leave a comment down below, and whichever one gets the most likes, then that's what I'll talk about. I'll make a video about that. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those post notifications so you know every time I upload. And if you're coming back, leave a like, drop a comment down below. Remember, guys, Mask on. Talk to you soon.